don't know if I'm ready for the people to really just be on my butt like that. Why are we taking GLP1? Being hungry all day? Like, I found out that I was freaking pre-diabetic. Just know your girl was so embarrassed. Food made your girl happy. Like, I've literally been big all of these years. Do not tell nobody that you're on this medication. And what's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Tatyana Edgeworth, and we're back with another freaking video. But before we go ahead and get started, don't forget to like and subscribe to your girl's channel. Yay! Super excited. Welcome to the family, guys. We're here to talk about our weight loss journey, if you guys can't tell by the title. And this is going to be super interesting. Something I didn't think that I was going to be ready to talk about yet, but here we are. So let's go ahead and just get straight into it. So the first thing I would like to say is, like, guys, please be nice in the comments. I already know some people want to be talking smack, but whatever situation may be, but I just want you guys to please be nice, please be respectful. This is something I'm very sensitive to talk about. I've always been super sensitive to talk about weight loss and stuff. That's why I was very debating if I wanted to open up and talk about my weight loss and being on GLP1, but I just feel like I have so much to share. I've been asked so many questions, so why not make a video about it? I'm coming out to a public about it, so please just be respectful. It's what's done is done. And I also want to let it be known that this is completely my opinion. This is from my experience. I am not a doctor, so before we get into that, I want to let it be known now. And now we can get into the first thing. So the first thing we're gonna go ahead and talk about is how much weight can you lose being on semaglutide specifically, or just being on GLP1 in general? So if you guys don't know, there is different ones like Ozempic, and I think like the generic version of that is the semaglutide, and I think there's Wegovy, which I think Mounjaro is the generic of that. You guys gonna have to double check the facts on that one. Now, with semaglutide shots, they do have more, from what my doctors have told me. Semaglutide actually has more side effects, and it takes longer for you to lose weight. So you can lose anywhere between 20 to 40 pounds total in 1 year. Or if you decide to go on Mounjaro, you can lose anywhere between 40 to 80 pounds in 1 year. And that's a lot, and it's less side effects, which is why semaglutide is usually more cheaper than Mounjaro. So it just kind of depends financially, like, what do you want to deal with? Like, if you're someone who's like, okay, cool, I'm more of like on a tight budget, whatever situation may be, like, so you could try the semaglutide first. Or if you're someone like, okay, cool, I know I want to lose weight fast, I'm ready to get this weight off of me, so let me go ahead and try out Mounjaro. That'll probably be more for you. So it just kind of depends on like what you're looking for. Depends on, or how fast are you willing to lose weight, the side effects, and how much money are you willing to spend, because for the most part we are spending money on these shots. A lot of insurance is not going to accept the weight loss medication because there's so many Americans that is overweight, so they just can't afford it because the medication is just so expensive. So this is a very much so out-of-pocket expense for the most part. Now, I did decide to go ahead and do the semaglutide shots because in my head I was like, well, I've been overweight for all of these years, so like, why am I rushing for me to go ahead and try to lose the weight super fast? 1, 2, your girl's always been on a budget, baby. Okay, we're gonna save some money. 3, I decided to go on semaglutide shots because I was okay with losing the weight slowly because I didn't want to have loose skin anyways. I see that some people who did go on different medications or whatever situation may be. I'm not saying that each medications make it different, but I'm just saying that I was okay with losing the weight slowly because I didn't want to have loose skin. Some people do lose the weight fast, but I personally was like, let me just take my time with the weight loss. I've literally been big all of these years, so what is 1 more year or 2 more years gonna kill me? Your girl's gonna be 30 and looking good. So I was okay with basically getting on semaglutide. I also know that my body takes medication very well. I don't really get sick a lot. I'm not the type of person who's very sensitive to medication, so I was okay with taking the risk of it being like a medication that has higher symptoms, because I just knew I was going to do whatever it took for me to make sure I don't have symptoms or as less symptoms as possible, because your girl always want to save some coins. Okay, I wanted to get on this medication on a budget. So the next thing we're gonna go ahead and talk about is why GLP1. Why are we taking GLP1? Now, if you're someone like me and you struggle with weight loss, I would recommend for you to look into it. I'm not gonna say everybody who's overweight or whatever situation may be should try to get on GLP1. I'm just saying that for my personal experience, that if you're someone who's been struggling with weight loss, you tried a lot of different methods, like you tried to go into the gym and increase your activity, and increasing your activity increases what? Your appetite. So it's like literally I will be in the gym 5-6 times out of the week, like literally trying. I've done intermittent fasting. I've done calorie deficit. I was not good at it, obviously. Just like trying to do a high protein, low carb diet, like nothing was really working for me. If you guys scroll down my channel, you will literally see me cry multiple times if you want to do a deep dive. Like I've cried before online being upset at my weight because like I've tried almost everything. I wouldn't say I've tried every single little thing. One thing I could tell you what I didn't try was keto. I didn't want to try something that I could not maintain, and I wouldn't be able to maintain intermittent fasting for a long term. I love carbs, so keto was not gonna happen. I wanted to do something that was like a lifestyle change and a mindset change. Keto was just wasn't it. So and in any other diet that was just like specific diets, it's not giving you longevity. Yeah, you would have lost the weight, but then what? I wanted something that was like, okay, I want to lose this weight and I want to be able to maintain it. I want to be able to have a healthy mindset, a healthy lifestyle. So if you're someone like me where it's like, okay, cool, you've been struggling to lose weight and you actually tried your hardest, you've been in the gym, you've been trying to eat healthy. Because if you guys don't understand, like I cook a lot of homemade meals, but I've noticed since being on the medication, like I ate a lot of food. I was eating a lot of healthy food. Like I would literally sit there and eat a whole thing of watermelon, a whole thing, well, not a whole thing of pineapples because I'm kind of allergic to it, but whatever. But like I'll eat a whole thing of literally fruit, a whole bowl. Like I'm sitting there at my job and I'm eating like a whole bowl of fruit. Fruit is very much so healthy for you, but to sit there and eat the whole entire thing, no. Another thing that I realized when I was doing a calorie deficit is that I like a full avocado for avocado toast. Every time I did a full avocado, I always went over my fat intake, and it was like, dang, like a girl, it's a healthy choice, but I was overindulging. Boom. Oatmeal. Yeah, it's a lot of carbs, but I would have like oatmeal with like bananas and like protein, like a whole meal type of thing, but it will make me over my carbs. So it's like I was just eating too much of it. It's not what I was eating. I would eat chicken and rice, but your girl was eating like a lot of rice and a lot of chicken, of course, you know, like with broccoli and stuff too. So it's like I just had a problem with overeating, portion control, because at the end of the day, if your girl's still hungry, your girl's still gonna eat. So that being said, being on this medication definitely helps out with your food noise. And I didn't even know I had food noise until being on a medication. Like it was crazy. It was like kind of like instant. Like the same day I took my first shot, I was like not really craving food, as in I didn't have the thought like, oh dang, I want some McDonald's right now. You know, like, oh, I really want some Chipotle. Like you don't have that thought of like food the first thing on your mind. Like you still get hungry, you still desire food, but it's like to a much lesser want or whatever situation may be. So I'm like, dang, this is what it feels like to be a normal person. Like to be a normal person and not have to worry about being hungry all day, every day. And I already knew before even getting on this medication that I had like an eating disorder. I even put it in my doctor's thing to let them know, like, I have an eating disorder, but I don't know if there's a term for it, but I have an eating disorder as in I would overindulge in food. Food made your girl happy. Like, I would be eating food like, I'm just such a foodie girl. I'm very active. Even when I was heavier set, I lost 40 freaking pounds so far. I've been on this medication since June of 2024. I'm filming this now in March of 2025, and your girl has officially just made it to 40 pounds down. That's literally insane. I'm so proud of myself, how far I've came, how much I feel so confident. I'm not breathing heavy, like sitting and just like, I don't know, it's just like the weight was just so much. So I just feel like I just know that I have an eating disorder. I came to an acceptance and that I needed help, so this medication was going to help me. Now, if you're someone where it's like, boom, I only want to lose, 5-10 pounds, look, I'm not gonna tell y'all what to do. At first, I was getting offended when people just wanted to use the medication just to use a couple of pounds, but people are gonna do what people want to do at the end of the day. But I'm talking to you, the person that's that's watching this video right now. You're probably sitting over 200 pounds right now, just like I was, which it's okay. The main reason why we need this medication is for our health. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, cool, losing weight, being big, whatever, but your girl was still looking good big. It was mainly because of my health. Like, of course, I know that I want to look good. I've been wanting to lose weight. I hated my double chin. I know I had insecurities about my weight, but I still was looking good. But I know for me, when it comes to getting on a medication, when I went to the doctors, I mean, we're gonna get into that. Like, I found out that I was freaking pre-diabetic. What? Like, your girl was 28 at the time, and I was pre-diabetic, and I had no idea that I was pre-diabetic. I ended up grabbing my labs, and for the doctors that I'm currently going to, they asked for my labs within the last 6 months. I gave them the labs I've been had. Now, when I was at the doctors, they told me, oh, you're close to it, just watch out. But no, she was like, no, baby, your numbers are pre-diabetic. You are pre-diabetic. So I was actually like the perfect candidate for me to get on this medication, because I'm telling you, when I was at home and I was working out and I was trying to eat healthy and do all of the right things, I would lose weight, but it would take me maybe like 2 to 3, 4 months to lose 3 pounds, and then to gain the 3 pounds back, and then lose 4 pounds and gain 3 back. Like I was just so like up and down on the scale for like a long time. I wonder if I could show like a screenshot or something of like my weight just like this for years. Like I've tried, I was in the gym, or even when I was playing tennis, y'all, I was playing tennis burning 1,000, like I was up in my activity, trying to eat healthier, and it was like nothing was freaking working. Nothing was working. So when I literally found out about this medication, y'all, oh, and let me tell y'all how I found out about this medication. So basically it was like this guy that I was going to the gym with. Well, I didn't go to the gym. I knew this guy from the gym, and he basically told me that his baby mama was on the medication, on Ozempic to be exact, and that he had to hook up with the whoop, talking about how she's starting to look good. She lost 40 pounds within 4 months, yada, yada, yada. Like, I could hook you up with the whoop. And I was like, if I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it right. I'm going to do it legit. What a crazy coincidence that one of my coworkers, actually, shout out to you, girl, if you're watching, posted that she was on the medication. And I was like, girl, where are you getting it from? She said, oh, with the whoop, can't say. But I have another friend who has a doctor out here in Houston. So if you guys don't know, that's where I'm located, in Houston, Texas. So I was like, yeah, shoot me the information. She just showed me the doctor's name. Boom, I looked it up on Google. And right now, I'm not gonna hold you. I'm gonna gatekeep my doctor just for a little bit longer, because I'm getting it for a good price. Y'all gonna have to do your own research and find your own doctor for now, because I refuse for my stuff to run out because my video done blown up and I can't get my own medication until, okay, we're not gonna do that. So don't even sit there and ask, y'all. Like, really do not ask. Y'all gonna have to do your own research and find your own doctor for now, okay? When I get the access to be able to give it out, I'm gonna give it out, but just let me just have a moment, please, and I'll give you pricing and everything of what I'm paying. That being said, so the doctor, they recommended me, that they said, oh, my friend went to this doctor, whoop, 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 boom, went to the doctor, got my lab work, basically said I was a good candidate, cool. And then they gave me they started me off at 0.25 dosage. And I was on that dosage, I think, for about 3-4 months. And then I went on into another dosage and another dosage, whatever. We'll get into that later. But that's basically how it went with me. I did a deep dive for probably like 2 days on social media, because when I say I literally went to TikToks, heck of people, and this was when it was super taboo. Like, people are posting about it on TikTok, but I like to go through the comment section to see what's going on. You know, of course, you got your trolls, the negative comments here and there, but it was a lot of positivity. A lot of people saying how they're on it. A lot of people saying that it's life-changing, whatever. Like, oh my gosh, it was so much positivity. I was like, oh no, I have to get on this. And it's an investment, but it's so worth it because it's your body, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, your body's your temple. Like, if you have to invest into it, baby, invest into it. Like, I'm a firm believer, do whatever makes you happy. Forget what people talking about. Okay, I get that we sensitive about certain stuff, but baby, I'm telling you, some things you just gotta do for yourself. And this is something I literally did for myself. I didn't tell anybody who wasn't like super close to me. Nobody knew besides a few friends, maybe 1 or 2 family members. Like, I wasn't making an announcement. I would just, because again, I'm very sensitive about it. I didn't want to hear everybody's opinion, because as soon as I started to be more open about it, I started to get negative like comments from like certain friends, certain family members. So not family members, but like literally certain friends would just be like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm telling you right now, if you're not someone like me with a strong head on your shoulder and you're really sensitive, do not tell nobody that you're on this medication. I'm so sorry. Like, you need to tell maybe 1 or 2 people you close to, and probably not even then. If you think that they're gonna judge, they probably will. Like, you don't gotta tell nobody that you're on the medication. Nobody's gonna really know. They just gonna see you know what I'm saying, until you're comfortable. Like, again, I'm coming out to the public about it after being on it for about 8-9 months now. That being 8-9 months? 9 months. I just had to do the math. I've been on the medication for 9 months now. So I'm open about it. Here comes Papa. I'm open about it and I'm confident about it. I lost 40 pounds. So I want to talk about it. But if you want to be like me, not speak about it at all, you don't have to. In the beginning phase, while you're still trying to figure it out, Do not ask for people's opinion. Like, this is a solo trip. See if this is something you want to do for yourself. Do not do it because your friends are doing it. Do not doing it because your man think you should do it. Like, or what do you know what I'm saying? Like, do this for you because you feel like it's good for yourself. Like, do not just get on this medication just cause. Okay, so I know that was a long one, but the next thing we're gonna go ahead and talk about, which is questions I get about all the time, is your GLP1 symptoms. What are the symptoms that I'm gonna get? What is the symptoms that I've got? And is there anything that we could do to kind of like help out with the symptoms? I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I'm not really that educated on symptoms because I have not dealt with the symptoms until like the last 2 weeks. Okay, I'm going like the whole 9 months I've been on this medication, I wasn't dealing with no symptoms besides the last 2 weeks. Like, I just have to say that again because like, what? Anyways, that being said, the symptoms are pretty much the same on all medication. And also too, GLP1, let me tell you guys, because some people don't know, GLP1 is actually like the term of basically like all of the medications on one. So like in GLP1, there's Ozempic, semaglutide, there's Wegovy, there's Trepizide, there's Zimpound, Manjaro. So all of those things I just named off, and I could be missing some, who knows. Those are just like the name brand of the medication, but they all do the same thing. It's the weight loss medication. If you want to do research and y'all want to find people that's probably more low key about it, because if you say Ozempic, whatever, trolls start coming into your comment section. So if you want to start doing some research and stuff like that, like just put GLP1 and you're going to see a lot of different information start popping up. So just want to let that be known. I'm gonna go ahead and I may put Ozempic. We're gonna see what the title given, okay? But I know for sure I'm gonna do the semaglutide. I just don't know if I'm gonna use the term Ozempic. I'm not sure, cause I don't know if I'm ready for the people to really just be on my butt like that. Like, I don't know. So let's go ahead and talk about the main symptoms that you're probably going to be experiencing or can experience. The main symptoms, honestly, is like constipation, diarrhea, stomach pains, abdominal pains. That's pretty much the same thing. I don't even know why I even said it twice. Did I say diarrhea and constipation? Yeah, y'all get the point. Nausea, all of that good stuff. Anything that had to do with you being sick in like the stomach area, yes. Oh, I probably should just go ahead and throw it in there, so I forgot to talk about it. It's like where I take my shots and stuff like that. You can switch your shots. Apparently, it changes your symptoms, whatever. It changes like how much you lose compared to the other. We can get into that, I guess, in another video. But I just wanted to kind of like put that in your head and like throw that out there. Now, I personally did not have bad symptoms. And I think I had a family member recently reach out to me asking me about advice. And like I said earlier, I was on 0.25 for the longest. I think I was on it for like maybe 3 to 4 months. And then they've got me up to the 0.5. I think it's millimeters, right? The ml, whatever, 0.5. And in my semaglutide shots, honestly, come with B12. I don't know anything else. I just know that it's B12. And it's semaglutide, and it came like very, very little. I don't know if I showed it. And the thing is, I took a video of me taking my shot. I do take videos of me taking my shot every single week. I don't know if I'm ready to share that yet, but I may in the future, depending on if you guys are interested in seeing stuff like that. But when I was taking 0.25, smooth selling, never really had any symptoms. I probably got sick maybe like the first time, maybe like the first week, and after that was good. Just learning new things that's going to help me. I was just implementing new things of like learning how to eat and stuff, because I did do my research and heard like if you out there eating fast food, if you eat things that are not good for you, you're and start feeling sick and all of that good stuff. You are so funny. So when I was taking 0.25, like I was completely good. I didn't have any symptoms. Then I went on 0.5. I did have some alcohol and some food. Yeah, your girl's stomach was messed up and on heme during a holiday time because I just knew I wasn't eating good. So that's pretty much why. Now that I'm on the new dose of 1.0, I got on the new dosage this month. Like I'm only on shot number 2. That being said, y'all, it's kicking my butt. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like this new dosage is literally making me insane. I've never dealt with a non-balance of, I don't know if this is too TMI, but we're family over here. Like I've never dealt with my bowel movements not being so flowy. It's like it goes from being stuck to being too watery. You know what I'm saying? If you get it, you get it. I ain't trying. So it's like I would literally be stuck in pain, stomach cramping up, and then I'm dealing with that, right? Then next you know, maybe like a few days later, it's been like this for the last 2 weeks. Then a few days later, then that's like I start running. Like I literally was in the child. When I say I was in this gym literally this week and I didn't even know I had to go to the bathroom, and I went up in there, I was embarrassed. just know your girl was so embarrassed. Like, I was in there messing that bathroom up. I was so freaking embarrassed. Yeah, be careful when it comes to like the symptoms and like what. And the thing is, I never even ate. That's what makes it worse, is that I know that this new dosage got me messed up. So I've been making sure I'm eating home, eating my vegetables, just being smart, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but for some reason, like, my stomach and everything is not working with this new dosage. So that being said, I am going to like basically let you guys know what I've learned so far to help with nausea and stuff like that. I am also on nausea medication, so let me know if you guys want to know more about that as well. My doctor did just prescribe me nausea medicine. Thank goodness, because she hasn't prescribed it to me this whole entire time. She must have known that the 1.0 was going to kick me. She must have knew that. So she was like, oh, do you want to take some medication? Like, do you want to take some medicine for nausea? She's like, it's always good to have. You don't have to take it. It's just as needed. And I was like, you know what? There has been a few times where I did feel a little, you know, sick or whatever. So yeah, I'll take it. Y'all, it's like she just knew. She knew I was going to be messed up. She just freaking knew. Anyways, hold on, y'all. Give me a second. I'm thirsty. Y'all, Kingston want to say hi to y'all so bad. Say hi. Say hi, Stika Bud. You can barely see him because he is such a chocolate black man. Okay, y'all, my kids is bothering me while I'm trying to film this video. So basically, this is what helped me with my symptoms. I'm just gonna go ahead and give it to you. So yes, I take the pills. What I did just do my research on, because I'm still learning myself, because I personally never dealt with any symptoms until now. So it's like, okay, I knew that just doing my research prior that you can go ahead and get like the constipation, and how do you avoid that is by making sure that you have a high protein diet and making sure that you're drinking your water. This whole entire time, I made sure that I had at least a protein shake in between meals, because, and that's another thing too, you're not as hungry. So having a protein shake is going to be your answer. So just because you're not hungry, you still need your nutrition in your body. Make sure that you have that protein shake. And for me personally, I like to drink the protein shakes for lunch, because I know I'm not like a big lunch person. I've always have messed up with my nutrition with lunches, so we just replaced the lunch with just a protein shake. Now, if I want to eat something, you know, sometimes I'll supplement it. Like, okay, cool, I want to eat a meal instead of a protein shake, but for the most part, we like to get our protein in. We're gonna eat our good breakfast or whatever the situation may be. We're gonna have our protein shake in the middle of the day, and then at night we're gonna go ahead and have our dinner or whatever situation may be, and I just keep it like that. Now, one thing I still do have to work on is my water intake. Honestly, it's not the best. But when you have good water intake and plus high protein, usually you don't have that many symptoms. Also too, another thing that is recommended when you're on this medication is to make sure that you lift, and you lift heavy, because a lot of people lose muscle mass, and I'm assuming just due to losing weight in general. So like, if you're gonna be on this medication, that's why you see me up in that gym, baby. I'm lifting weights. Now granted, I was doing that beforehand, but it just happened to work out that that's something I was already doing. But make sure that if you're gonna go get on this medication, that you're taking a high protein diet with drinking your water, and that you're going to be lifting weights, because you don't want to be, at least for me, you don't want to lose your muscle, especially getting older. I am going to be turning 30 in December. I still want to keep my muscle on me, and it's actually going to become harder the older you get to gain muscle. So we're just going to go ahead and just keep the muscle we have and build on that as I'm losing the weight. So to help you with your nausea, I did hear that Diet Coke helps apparently. So I just literally bought me a whole thing of Diet Coke. Another thing that's going to help you with your diarrhea. Okay, TMI, but we are family. Diarrhea, how you can help with your diarrhea is by having either a 7-Up, Sprite, or ginger ale. Those three drinks, it could be any one of those three. You take pour it into a cup, and you're gonna go ahead and take a teaspoon of, I think it's iodine salt, just the regular salt, you know, the regular salt, just regular salt. And then you're gonna put it inside there. It's gonna fizz up, so be prepared. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna fizz up. So you put the salt in there, and you're gonna put a lime in there. That is gonna help with the diarrhea. That's gonna help with the flow. I don't know what it does, but that, let me tell you, has been magic. And then for constipation, another thing that's been helping is apple juice. I'm not a prune juice girly. I'm sorry to say it. I like apple juice. Now you gotta drink more apple juice. And another thing is too, I drink the 5 calorie apple juice. So I don't know if that's as effective than like the regular apple juice. But again, we're installing new healthy habits, because honestly, when we get off the shot, if we are able to get off the shot, because people don't know, not everybody is able to get off the shot. This might be a lifetime investment. People need to really do their research before deciding to get on this medication, because you may be one of those people who's gonna be stuck on it for the rest of your life, or getting all the way back. That's like a whole nother story. So I hope that helped when it comes to answering your questions about symptoms. If you you have any other questions about symptoms, any extra tips if you're on it or whatever situation may be, go ahead and comment down below. We'll talk about it down there a little more. Okay, so I don't want to make this video too long, so the last thing we're gonna go ahead is give you a little bit of education about being on a GLP-1, and then I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go. Let me know if you guys want another video about this, but I just kind of want to ease y'all into it. I know I've been doing a lot of research, I have a lot to say, but we're just gonna keep it slight for the first video. A lot of people think, or they were told, that this is a weight loss medication. Even I'm telling you guys weight loss medication, right? But this medication is not like a weight loss solution. So that being said, this medication is like to cure obesity, and I feel like I've done research. You guys can actually look it up. With Oprah had a episode with a doctor talking more about like Ozempic and GLP-1. You guys can look it up. It's so freaking informative. When I say like I tapped on somebody's YouTube channel and it was an hour ad and I watched the whole hour ad, I was like, whoever video that was, and I know exactly who it was. Shout out to Tam Carr. I know exactly who it was. I was like, oh, she made money off of me, because I literally just sat here and watched an hour ad because I was that interested in learning about being educated on this medication. A lot of people are misinformed, that thinking that this is a weight loss medication, so they think, okay, cool, I lost the weight and I can get off the medication, when that's not always the case. Kind of think about it, it's like having, you know, being an alcoholic, right? People are uneducated about it. It's still something that's new. So like back in the day when alcoholism was new, people were just like, oh, just put the alcohol down, and you know, they weren't able to put the alcohol down. It's the same thing for having being obese. Like, it's hard to put the food down. It's not something that's just like a easy, you know, okay, I'm just gonna put the food down and that's it. Just like how some alcoholics could just put the alcohol down and not drink the alcohol again, but they were alcoholics. But then a lot of other alcoholics can basically like gotta go through this whole rehab situation. Kind of think about it like that when it comes to the being obese and having like a eating disorder. As in, cool, we could try everything we want, we can sit there and not eat whatever, but at the end of the day, our chemical brain, we're hungry. You know what I'm saying? Like, we crave food. So like I said earlier in this video, like I didn't even know that there was no such thing as not having a food noise. It wasn't until I got on this medication I was like, oh, so this is what it's like to have a regular brain that doesn't think about food all the time. When you're obese and you have an obesity brain, it's like food is everything. Like, literally, boom, what we eating for breakfast? Cool, we ate breakfast. Okay, cool. We'll, after, you know, we're not full anymore. It's like, okay, what we having for lunch? I need me a snack. I'm hungry. It's like we're always constantly hungry. We work out, boom, I'm hungry even more. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, even as a kid, and it's crazy too, because somebody even said in the video, like, okay, cool, like I had food noise since I was 7 years old. Like, that's crazy. Or 12 years old. Like, people been having food noise since a very young age and not realizing that it's a food noise. And then I guess, you know, it was something like way deeper that I learned about it too. Like, you know, some people bodies have fast metabolism, some people don't. Like, it goes back to our history, like it gets deeper. So I definitely would recommend for you guys to go ahead and watch that if you guys already on it, you want to learn more of like what it's for. But like, basically, a lot of people who get on this shot because they think that it's a weight loss solution gains the weight back, because a lot of people who get on it have, you know, an eating disorder or like have obesity. It's like a disease. So it's like, it's to help you with your food noise. And I guess it also helps with alcoholism too. I personally think it helps with my HS. It's crazy. The medication helps with so many other things that still haven't been fully researched on. But this medication honestly is great. It's a great medication to be on. I recommend it personally. Just really educate yourself. Like, I'm okay if I have to be on this medicine for the rest of my life. It's unfortunate because it's so freaking expensive. It's not a cheap game, but I know that my health is important to me. And as easy as it is to say, like, oh, well, just don't eat, just be healthier, with the whoop, it's like our brain thinks, oh, let's have Chipotle, or let's have steak fries, let's eat these tacos, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what our brain naturally go to. We crave it, we get it, we eat it, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, but being on a medication prevents you from doing that. And it's only from doing that only. Like, it's not like a fat burner where you burn fat. It's literally to help you with your food noise, to help you with your nutrition. Like, but your nutrition is up to you, what you put in your body and what you do to feel in your body. So try to, y'all, having animals, guys, I'm gonna have to just go ahead and end the video because Mr. Man want to be all up in the way. Okay, bye-bye. The medication is to help with that mindset of yours. It's not to sit there and help you with burning fat in your body. So if you're someone who thinks like, oh, okay, cool, like it's gonna be the end all be all, I'm gonna lose this weight, get off of it, especially if you're not someone who's been exercising, taking care of yourself. Like, I don't know. So it's a journey for me. Hopefully I am someone who doesn't have to be on it forever, but for the PCOS girlies, for girlies who have actual conditions, for people who actually have obesity, we may have to be on it forever. There is a thing called maintenance shots and stuff like that, but we can get into that in a different video, of course. But I hope I answered you guys' questions. I am on the shot. I'm happy to be on the shot. Now, the symptoms is pretty bad, but I think it's totally worth it if you think about your health. Like, it's crazy to say, like, I'm such like a healthier person externally and internally. Like, I'm just so happy to be at, and I thought at first like 185 was my goal weight, but then I remember my friend looking at me like, girl, that's still big, because I'm 5'3.5", y'all. Let me add that in there. I'm 5'3.5", and I thought 185 was gonna be my goal weight, but I'm 184 now, and I was like, I'm still in the process of being a healthier person. So we'll see. This definitely is a journey. Now that I made this video, you'll see more vlogs of me talking about, you know, me learning how to be better with making better decisions, better choices on a daily basis. Because I'm not gonna lie, I was really upset when I had to go up on a dosage for my second time, because I'm on the third dosage. I was really upset because I was like, dang, like, I'm disappointed because I wasn't able to lose the weight on my own. But my doctor gave me, she said, you've been doing really well. She said, give yourself grace because you lost 11 pounds last time, and I was probably supposed to go up. Like, she was so shocked that I just kept losing weight on such a small dosage. And that's not the case for everybody, because again, people be rushing to up, when it's like, don't rush the process. Like, it's okay, take your time. If you're doing this for the right reasons, you're doing this for you. Like, we're not doing this because, oh, we want to be skinny by the summer, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're not doing this because, oh, I'm trying to fit into that dress by my wedding day. Like, that's not why we're doing this. At least over here, that's not why we're doing this. We're doing this for our health, we're doing this for ourselves, and we're doing this because it's going to make us happy as individual people. I wouldn't recommend to rush the process. Your body is unique. Give it time. It was heavy for so long. Like, it's okay to, you know, not rush the process of, you know, oh, I want to be small so quickly. Like, it's okay, because you're gonna get there. Because it's insane now how I'm influencing certain people to want to get on the medication now, and I'm telling them, like, I've been on the medicine for 9 months. You're looking at it now like, oh my god, you're looking so good, you're looking so good now. But it's like, yeah, but this is a 9-month process, you know what I mean? Like, this wasn't nothing so quick. So if you're somebody who's able to do it naturally, because there's people who are able to lose weight by themselves naturally in 9 months, 40 pounds, whatever. But I happen to just realize I'm not one of those people. I need help, and I realized I need help. And when this medication came out and I realized it was within my budget, baby, okay. But yeah, I feel like I talked about so many different things in this video. We can go ahead and save a part 2 of, like, maybe talking more about, like, how much it costs, blah blah blah. Like, just let me know any questions you have, and I can always make a part 2 of this video. But we're just gonna go ahead and see you guys in the next one. But before I go ahead and let you guys go, don't forget to like and subscribe to your girl's channel. My name is Tatyana Edgeworth. I do have plenty of different diaries, vlogs, and different videos that we can do to talk more about this. Especially now that I made this main video, we're definitely going to get to know each other more, of what I'm doing on a daily basis to maintain my weight, to lose more weight, just to be a healthier person. So if you're interested in something like that, go ahead and look at the vloggy vlog, and don't forget to subscribe to your girl's channel, okay? Again, my name is Tatyana Edgeworth. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Comment down below what was your favorite thing. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and I'll see you guys in the next video, okay? Bye.